If it is or if it ain't, it's gonna come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is May the 27th, 2023, and today the topic is valuable booty. Listen, couldn't even say it right this morning. I hope you guys had a great Friday. Mine was just fine. I don't know, should I skip the stuff about yesterday? I mean, I had a busy day yesterday and whatnot, but I could save that for the after show because for those that actually care about what's going on in my life. Let's get into this chit chat in regards to this topic this morning, because I'm sure y'all may be wondering, like, what? How did you come to that this morning? Valuable booty. Well, I'll tell y'all how I came to it, y'all. Here it goes. So I woke up this morning around 4:31, actually. 4:31 is when I really woke up or whatever. And because I woke up at the first alarm and then I snoozed. So then I got up at my second alarm. But yeah, 4:31 is when I finally looked at the phone. So then I listened to the prayer meditation and everything like that. And I was receiving, a word, or two through the timing that I woke up, and then I looked up Bible and the time that I woke up and all that. But at some point, after I did the prayer meditation and was looking at all those different verses and reading and, taking it all in, basically, I decided to just clear my mind, because I was like, well, maybe I'm, trying to figure out what the Lord wanted me to study this morning. And I just was like, okay, let me just clear my mind. And as soon as I cleared my mind, the thought camel came into my heart and mind. And I'm over here like, well, we talked about camels yesterday. I was like, because maybe I was trying to remember what I saw in the Strong's Concordance. I don't know. All I know is camel came into my mind. And my first thought was to reject it, because like I said, I thought about it yesterday, or talked about mules or camels and whatnot yesterday. But then, like I told y'all yesterday in the after show, I'm trying my best to be more obedient to the voice of God, or that stills my voice that tells me something, and I'm like, and I'm questioning it sometimes. But so ultimately, that's how it was this morning. I thought camel. I was like, what? Camel? And then I was obedient and started looking up camel. So this time I felt like the Lord was leading me to just Google Bible and camel. And so that's what I did. And I was coming across this, I don't know if it would say it was an article, but it was like this document, I guess you would say, with different definitions or different descriptions of what camels represented in the Bible and everything like that. And at some point, I came across a phrase that said, camels are considered to be a valuable booty. And that stood out to me. And when it stood out to me, I'm like, valuable booty? I was like, really? And I ain't gonna lie, I joke when I laugh. Y'all see I can barely say it, because I'm over here like, if anyone else's mind is like mine, I guess we all need to get out the gutter this morning, as they say. Everything like that. I guess get your minds in the mindset more so of a pirate, right? And the way that they use the word booty. So I'm sorry to disappoint anybody, who only clicked this because you saw valuable booty, or whatever the case is. Sorry to disappoint you, or something. But yeah, that's the type of booty we're talking about this morning. At least that's what the Lord has led me to. I don't know if He's gonna, expound upon that in other ways, but I'm going to at least share with you guys what I came across. So I did look up the definition of booty this morning, and it says valuable stolen goods, especially those seized in war. So honestly, even as I read that definition this morning, I could see why God would feel like that about us, right? Because even when Valuable Booty came into my mind, right after, I feel like when I started looking up verses and whatnot, I felt like the phrase, you are a valuable booty. Somebody needs to know that you are valuable today. You are valuable to the Lord. He feels like you are a stolen, treasure of his, and, he wants you back at the end of the day. That's, I believe, what the overall conversation is about this morning. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. So Luke 12:6-7, it says, "Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies, and not one of them is forgotten before God? Why, even the hairs on your head are all numbered. Fear not, you are of more value than many sparrows." There's a few things that stood out to me this morning when I came across that verse, y'all. Well, one, I started to question this idea because I felt like you see this a lot in the Bible. They talk about the value of sparrows. You're worth more than sparrows. You're worth more than sparrows. And I was like, well, what was the value of a sparrow then? Because, I mean, and then it says there about like 2 pennies or whatever the case is, or 5 sparrows is sold for 2 pennies. And again, I don't know if pennies was just something totally different back in the day, but we know what pennies are today. And, I guess it's not quote unquote worth much. So I don't know how that compares in regards to things like that. But it was something I thought about. And the other thing that I had to acknowledge this morning is this, and again, another thing that stood out was this, again, idea of God knowing the hairs on our head. Like, I have to admit, I don't even know how many locks I have on my head. Like, I don't know what I started with, and I know I don't have the number that I started with anymore because I connected some and everything like that. I don't even know how many locks I have on my hair, not let alone each strand of hair. And if God knows all of that, obviously, we are of some value to the Lord. And but I believe, a lot of us have forgotten that. A lot of us don't even value ourselves. We don't see ourselves as valuable. But I guess I'm here to remind us all this morning, because this is what the Lord has shared with me to study and whatnot, that you are valuable, friend. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, here I am to remind you, you are very valuable to the Lord. You're very valuable to this world, and you're very important. And each and everything that you do matters, in case you didn't know, But let's keep going, y'all. So then we have Matthew 6:26. It says, "Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap, nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they?" So, again, ask yourself this today, y'all. Do you feel like you are worth more value than this representation here, the birds here? Think about the sparrow, things like that. I mean, on one hand, it's like I don't really know what I can say to us today in regards to, like, if you are truly in a place where you don't feel like you are of value. I hope the Lord gives me something specific to say outside of what I've already said, that would encourage you and inspire you in this moment. Because even again, just taking a look at the 2 verses I've already shared, is sharing with us, how he sees us, right? And what he knows about us and everything like that. Again, the number of the hairs on your head, like, we don't even know those numbers. Let's keep it real. You don't even know that about yourself. And so, nor do I know it about my son, as much as I love him and everything like that. Like, there's just certain things where it's like, it's a totally different level of love and appreciation that you have for someone, to, like, really be able to notice the little things about them and appreciate the little things about them and things like that. Like, every now and then my husband has these moments where he's like, telling me, I guess, things that he notices and whatnot. Or it's funny to me, like, sometimes when I ask him something particular, like, and it's like in my head, I'm imagining that he would answer in a certain way, but then he answers in another way that, like, for example, I feel like, not to say he doesn't compliment me physically or something like that, because he does, but a lot of times, like if I ask him something that I'm thinking that he's going to refer to like my physical appearance or something like that, he'll start talking about like my mental, or he'll start talking about my, I guess what makes me me beyond what you all see in regards to the physical me. And again, like even though sometimes I'm like, oh, why don't he just say I'm pretty? Why don't he just say he likes my hair or whatever? Which is so interesting. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, why is it that I expect or desire that type of quote unquote appreciation when the appreciation that he gives me is beyond that? Like I think sometimes we look at things so surface, you know, where it's like it's just a mentality thing, I guess, or maybe it's a way that we've been taught to be looking at each other and our physical appearances and all these different type of stuff, where it's like that's what we hold as valuable and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, I hope these examples and these things, you know, again, encourage us and inspire us this morning to think about things in a different way and think about, you know, again, how much value that we have to the Lord. And obviously so much so where, you know, well, actually the Go Deeper section kind of touches on this in a way. There was a verse that led me to it. And when I read the verse, it was in Isaiah and 40, it was in Isaiah and 40, sorry, it was in Isaiah 43. Unfortunately, I did not write down the verse because I ended up just writing down the whole thing for the Go Deeper section. But yeah, Isaiah 43 and whatever number the verse was, it was talking about how God, the verse refers to, and I'm paraphrasing here so you guys can see it for yourself exactly the words that it says, but it's pretty much saying something along the lines of like, I love you so much that I sacrificed other, I guess, humans, nations, however you want to look at it, for you. And everything like that. And on one hand, it's like, well, what about those people? Because I know that's how we are, right? It's like, oh, you say you love humanity, but you da-da-da to these people, X, Y, and Z. That's why we got to go deeper. That's why we got to read everything and not just take one verse out and be like, rah, 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 about the one verse and stuff. So that's why I ended up putting the entire Isaiah 43 in the Go Deeper section for those that, you know, want to continue. And I think that was for people that are, you know, again, they are looking for meat when it comes to the things of the spirit and things like that. People on milk and people like in the beginning and stuff like that, you know, you know, I'll just put myself in there. We might struggle with, again, the idea of, well, he's excluding other people and blah, 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 blah. And we, you know, we're missing the whole point. So if you're ready for some meat or whatever and go deeper, then check out the Go Deeper section. But anyway, yeah, so I have just one more verse, y'all. One more verse in this conversation about valuable booty this morning. It's Exodus 19:5. It says, now therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant or covenant, I think it says there. Commandment, possibly. Y'all can look at that verse for you, or that word for yourself. It says, you shall be my treasured possession among all peoples, for all the earth is mine. You guys, you know, this is ultimately the juice this morning. At the end of the day, again, just a friendly reminder in a cheeky way, pun intended, that you are valuable to the Lord, you guys. You know, we are valuable booty. And that's the juice, y'all. That is the juice. Now, the Bible verse of today is Matthew 28:19. It says, go ye, therefore, and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. Friends, I hope that you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all on Monday, if the Lord's will. And if you're listening to me on the podcast, friends, you guys can tune into this thing live and check out the after show if you care about me and my personal life right now, because that's pretty much what I'm going to talk about. Talk about what happened yesterday. But y'all have a great Saturday, and I look forward to talking to you all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.
Did you know that you can support us for just 99 cents a month? That's right, friends. You can support everything that we do here at GSL for just 99 cents a month. Take a look around wherever this post is. You might see a link or maybe even a button that says support. Go there, check out the options, consider supporting us because, we enjoy bringing you all the daily inspiration as well as the weekly talk show, but we have much, much more to come. Thank you so much for the consideration. Bye-bye.